In the capital, Nairobi, is Kenya's largest referral and teaching hospital, Kenyatta National Hospital, with a bed capacity of 1,800 and human traffic of 25,000 per day. But behind the numbers is the story of the abandoned.
Kenyatta National Hospital, the traffic constituent is too high that it look like a medical city. Where the city of Nairobi, you find the traffic is too high. KNH receives has a daily traffic of over 25,000. These include patients, relatives, staff, students, and other partners.
And it is this medical facility that has become home to Nancy Wangeshi for the last 7 years. The far end corner of the maternity ward at Kenyatta National Hospital is what this 33-year-old calls her family. The hospital making it as homely as possible. Her only solace is this radio. Music, she says, drowns her sorrows but will not erase the memory of a family which abandoned her.
My father broke me and my brother. Then my father said that he was a good Samaritan, that he just found me sick somewhere and then brought me to Kenyatta. Here in Kenyatta, I've been here. Now it's going 7 years.
That was in 2005 when she was taken to hospital after she had passed out and suffering an epileptic attack. She was also expectant, went into a coma for almost 1 year. But the Pangani Girls alumni and one who had just joined Maseno University surprised doctors after giving birth to a healthy baby girl in her condition. And regaining her memory despite her being diagnosed with partial brain damage, which has slurred her speech and left her limbs paralyzed.
Sana chindu kwani nini nilikosea? Niseme I'm sorry. Nilikuwa natembea vizuri na mguu yangu mbili vizuri hata nikija huko hospitali.
Surprisingly, Wangeshi even has pictures taken during her childhood, and at some point she says her brother would visit her, but he has since stopped, while her child, now 7 years old, was taken to a children's home.
Kwa wakati alikuja, alilia, akaniuliza, "Sa mama aki, utakuja toka hiyo hospitali lini? Ikiwa umenizalia huku, naendelea tu kwa mkubwa uko huku. Sa utatoka huku lini?" Nikamwambia yote ni ya Mungu.
According to social workers here, Wangeshi has given them pointers to a man she claims is her father.
The name of my father is Wilson Kinga, and he has got shops, 3 of them, at Kenyatta Road. They are called Impact Auto Spare Parts Limited.
Kirinyaga Road, the hub where people here say you can get spare parts for anything except human beings. What Wangeshi remembers is that her father had a hardware shop along Kirinyaga Road here in Nairobi. She can also remember the name of her father. So what we're trying to do now is to see whether we can trace that shop. And like the social workers, we seek to trace the man Wangeshi says is her father. According to Wangeshi, he has more than one shop.
Wilson is not there. Mtu mzima wewe nimekuuliza wewe utoke. Nitajua umeenda upande gani? Tunataka Wilson. Sasa sisi yuko hapa ndani. Yuko hapa ndani. Yuko hapa ndani. Unamjua basi kia muangalie usahihi ofisi iko wazi.
Following leads from our sources, we try our luck at another shop. The reception was no different, but this poster perhaps that of the man Wangeshi claims to be her father.
When you look at us, we look alike. Even the nose, the ear, the face, the mouth, whatever.
After trying to talk to the man Wangeshi claims to be her father for days in vain, we went back to her to deliver the bad news. But as Wangeshi comes to terms to what now looks like the fruitless search for her family, the files of the abandoned and the unknown continue to pile up at the Kenyatta National Hospital. An abandoned child is recorded almost on a daily basis. Every week, a mother will walk out of the delivery room, leaving her baby behind. Babies who are stuck here unless they get placements to children's homes. Room 322, opening the door to the reality that at any given time, the hospital has 15 abandoned children. Millicent Omito has seen the files pile up at an alarming rate. Having worked here in the hospital for the last 20 years, 13 of them here at the children's unit.
Of course, as a mother, you really feel pain. Because you imagine if you are to be abandoned yourself, how would it be? Or if you as a mother, you abandoned your own children. So as a mother, you also feel tight. That's why we normally, before we do any placements, we have to contact the relatives.
Millicent knows the story of each baby here. There is Alvin, a boy suffering from cerebral palsy, who was called Kenyatta National Hospital home for the last 2 years. He is helpless and has to be fed by a skilled person.
This boy would be he would get unwell and then he would be admitted, but the parents would come and even take the boy home, settle the bills. But one time they just decided to dump the child.
Then there are the twins without names, simply identified as unknown girl A and unknown boy B.
You know, there's nobody who is unknown. We are all important before God. Yeah, so I was to follow up. I don't know why they've not been baptized, but I think it has taken quite some time. I'm going to follow up with the ward matron. Normally they are given names, but you see when they are brought, they are unknown. So like the hospital records, the name has to stick until the last minute.
And the bubbly Maxwell, a boy who Millicent says is the happiest of them all, but with a slight physical disability. His hands and legs are not fully developed. The major reason why his mother gave birth to him and walked out of Kenyatta National Hospital, leaving him in the incubator on June 6, 2011.
And she was saying in her village, nobody has ever given birth to such a child. So to her, the main reason that she abandoned the child was stigma. So at the end of the day, because she had been talked to, then we tried calling again, but the last time I called, she was not picking the phone. I've called twice.
And the name of Maxwell's mother is Margaret Njeri, but until now, the mother who is a teacher does not want him.
Yeah, it's criminal to abandon a child, and it's criminal to neglect a child. So when you look at the file, you are surprised you find this child has a father. It's written this mother is married. So the question you ask is, when your wife is pregnant and this man goes home, doesn't the husband ask where did the child go?
For social workers, they will continue trying to trace families of Kenyatta National Hospitals abandoned and unknown. Judy Kosgei, Citizen TV, Nairobi.